Here we go. Here we go again with another little bit of Monday morning action.
Yes, sir.
That was horrible. I shouldn't do that, but I did. I did it. Morning, Bass Man. Morning, Mr. Kevin. How are you gentlemen doing this morning?
Doing well, Tiny. How about yourself?
Sore. Really sore. When you're not used to riding in the car for 5 hours, well, 2.5 one way, 2.5 the back, on the way back, but then sitting for like 4 hours and talking to people as we drop stuff off to where we're going in Kentucky. It takes a toll on you when you're used to just, vegging out and sitting in the same place all the time, getting out and actually doing stuff.
Oh,
Hurts. And we're going to have a busy week getting stuff wrangled up to get out of this place. But we got another trip tomorrow, all the way back to West Virginia this time. Got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. So, me. Not Zoe, but, got to have your own doctor appointments every once in a while. Can't just subject her to that horribleness all the time. How you feeling this morning, Bass Man?
Still tingly.
Still tingly.
Kevin hadn't heard yet. I've got to have surgery on my wrist.
What?
The 29th.
Yeah.
Oh, 29th. Man.
It closed up on me and they say it's bad, extreme carpal tunnel.
I remember them saying that you needed an autopsy and not a scan.
Yeah. He did the little cattle prod test, and on the screen it didn't even ripple the line. He said, you don't need surgery, you need an autopsy.
I'm surprised that, like, the scan, that's why, like dogs can't do MRIs.
Mm-hmm.
Cats can.
Yeah.
That's why it's really called a CAT scan.
He actually did my left hand to make sure his machine was working.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you know it's bad. That's when
he was going to have to do it anyway, but he stopped right then and went over and did the left hand. He said, I got to make sure the machine's working.
Make sure
it didn't read nothing when he hit me with it.
That's horrible. Let's go ahead and say hello to the wonderful folks already in here. Monday morning, there's already 15 people in here.
Awesome.
Please hit that thumbs up. Right off the bat, going to Mr. Kevin.
Hey, get out the soup and quackers. He's early today. It's the Lucky Duck. Good morning, team. Hope that everyone had a fantastic weekend. I couldn't complain. I was at one heck of a coin show this weekend.
Nice. Just like you said before the show, nobody wants to see how the sausage is made.
Yep.
And I bet, I would imagine, I've never helped set up for a coin show or anything, but I've been to enough coin shows to where if you've been in the building where there's a coin show and then there's a coin show going on and you see everything and all its pieces that are put into place, you're like, is this the same place? And it's a lot more than just tables and cases.
Yeah.
It's a lot more than just tables and cases. It's the whole magic trick. It's the smoke and mirrors and getting everybody lined up and getting everybody on the same page and stuff. That's the biggest problem, I bet. Mr. Dennis D. There has to be a morning after. Absolutely. Did anyone see the reverse proof set come available this morning? I didn't. I was not awake. Usually I am awake, but I was out of commission. I went to sleep. When did we get off? blind bass man, like 10:30.
Oh, last night, yeah.
Got a hold of Bass Man last night whenever I got back and had to talk to him. Had to talk to Bass Man. And talked to him, and as soon as I got off, I kid you not, went down to the corner, hit the Windows button, hit the power, sleep, took my headphones off, turned my headphones off, set them down, scooted the desk away from me, and laid straight down in the bed. And then I remember waking up in the middle of the night to do nature calls, and then I remember waking up this morning at like 9:30, just like hot as could be, because somehow I ended up with Lala's blanket instead of my sheet. That's the sheet, because I'm a big fat guy and I want to stay hot.
I was still going at 4:30.
See, you need to quit that. But you get something in your that's your deal. You get something in your mind and it just plays on you. And you can't.
Yeah, I had to think up a goose.
Goose. Yeah. In case you folks are wondering about the goose, the gentleman that we are going to be living on his property, or living in one of his properties, a really good friend of mine met him here at the Ronald McDonald house. He, long story short, was selling a house, got a cash offer on the house, sold the house for cash, and it's six figures is what he sold the house for, and started a construction company. And now Bassman and myself are making a logo for the company. So Bassman is going big time with his designs and stuff. So, and the company logo is going to be a goose. So, but I'm sure we'll show you when it's all said and done. But yes, sorry. Hey, who's this guy? Coin's making sense.
I don't know. But yeah, I was up at 7:32 this morning and I checked the Mitts website and there was nothing there for the reverse proof.
Silch, nada.
The opposite of something. There's a whole lot of nothing.
Yep.
Ozzy. Yoke fan.
I'm telling you, we're just going to have to quit. He's lazy. He's not even about it anymore. Remember, like 4 or 5 times in a row, every time we'd say Yo fan, he would be right on it.
Yeah, he can hear it though now.
Yep.
Oh, no, these are loud enough to where he can hear it.
Oh, okay.
Because his ears perk a little bit. And that's about all he does now.
I know he can hear me whenever I'm talking to you without the headsets in, and he gets excited.
You figure over, the last however long years listening to Bassman, he'd be used to his voice. No.
Good thing.
He still barks at me.
Yep.
And me and the kid in the hallway.
Yeah, the kid in the hallway. And by the way, Mr. Kevin is a member of the channel. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Another member of the channel, Sea Griller Stepper. Happy Monday, y'all. Big flex. Strong.
Hey, we got our favorite Tar Heel here in the house, Josh C. Good morning, listening while working.
Good morning, sir. Dr. 55 Chevy, good morning to all member of the channel. Good to see you, brother. Really, really nice to see you.
Scott S is here and saying morning to everyone. And there's everyone again.
Everyone. She's going to be mad at me.
Wow.
She's mad at me. I'd almost bet money she's mad at me. We talked on Friday after the show, and I was supposed to call her back.
Uh-oh.
And I didn't, and I just now remembered. I'm so sorry. Kennel Man. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Kennel Man.
Yes, sir.
That first one, it just. That was bad. I'm so sorry. Kennel Man, that I didn't call you back. If I remember, I will get a hold of you today, I promise. Well, I'm not promising. If I remember. See, that's like we start promptly at about.
Yep.
Yep. So I promise if I remember. Hey, there we go. I promise if I remember, I will get a hold of you today. We were talking about some important stuff. We need to.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, the folks talking with one another.
Bass man, what you gonna do when he's coming for you?
Yes. Hey, speaking of Ken of mine, here's her partner in crime. We've got Brown Sugar 0069.
Oh,
Good morning, man. Good morning, man. Put a little extra on that one. It doesn't sound good anyway,
Mm-hmm.
I know people are like, no, 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 when I start singing it anyway, but that's all right. I'm still going to do it. Please hit the like button. It helps the channel. Thanks, says 55 Chevy. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Yes, it does. It helps out the channel more than you believe, than you would know. SF Kim Rush saying morning all. Good morning, SF Kim Rush. Hope you're doing well this morning, sir.
Miss Amy Harrell is in the house, and hi to Kid of mine. Good morning,
Miss Amy. Member of the channel. Thank you, Miss Amy. Really, really appreciate you, man. KG Coins. Hello, all. Hope you and Smiles are doing lovely this morning and had a good weekend. Hope you all had a good weekend.
I'm going to back it up here a couple and say hello to Wiles Palladino. Good morning, friends.
How can I miss Mr. Palladino?
Wishing you a thankful week. Yes, sir.
I'm mad at him.
Uh-oh.
That's why I skipped him. I just missed him. No, I better clear myself up because if he's not looking at the screen now, he thinks I'm mad at him or something. Make sure you're looking at the screen, Mr. Palladino. You're like, I'm mad at him. He made me mad. Love Mr. Palladino. Mr. Palladino's a good guy. You think he's a good guy right here in the chat, folks? You ought to talk to him in person.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Palladino's a good guy.
Had so much good conversation going on here.
I know. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, here we go. Did get an email from the reverse proof sets. Did you get an email for the reverse proof sets? It did not go add to bag. Okay. I feel like I'm missing somebody, so I'm going back and I'm.
Well, here's one that I just found. Mr. Teacher 1388. Hello, anyone, anybody, and whoever. Man, it's like Manny, Mo, and Jack.
Mr. Teacher 1388, as a lot of you know, sent Zoe and myself some Dansco albums. I'll be doing a video on another one of those today, so the video could go out tomorrow. I've missed the last couple videos trying to get stuff situated here, but I'm going to make a couple videos today and have them in the queue ready to go, so they just upload themselves, because you can make a bunch of videos at one time and store them all on YouTube, and then you can actually schedule them, and they'll release when you want them to release. And usually that's how I do it. But I just ran out of time to do stuff. It gets hectic. Life gets in the way of other life things all the time. But Teach 1388 sent me some dance codes. Opened up, was showing Mr. Kevin the dance codes this morning, and happened to open up the America the Beautiful Washington quarters. And Teacher 1388, you forgot one of the important coins in there. It was the Tallgrass Prairie W from 2020. So if you want that back, just let me know and I will put her in the old mailbox to you, or put her in the old mail for you, and give that back to you. It's in really nice condition. It's a 65, 66 easy. Hey, Bad Gateway. Good morning. Hey, Kevin. Big game in Ann Arbor this Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much the entire year culminates with this one game.
Right here.
You would think that they would just forego all the rest of the games and just get down to this one bloody game already.
Show it. Get it over with.
But yeah, 12 weeks of build up just so that we can get here. And it always culminates with this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Who's playing? I haven't been following anything.
Ohio State.
Michigan, Ohio State.
Oh yeah.
2 and 3, isn't it?
Number 2 versus number 3.
Yeah.
Nice.
And yeah, for the Big Ten, this is always the champion. Pretty much it's the championship game for the Big Ten, even though the East-West division war won't happen till after this weekend.
Yeah. Our hometown, speaking of games and stuff, our hometown from the town we live in West Virginia, we live literally a quarter of a mile from the high school. So, yeah, if that, maybe a tenth of a mile from the, I mean, you can literally walk out on my front porch and look up the road and see the high school. You can read the name on the high school from where we live. And they made it to the state championships barely. They're number 16, so they went to play. How bad did they get beat? Oh, we don't know. And you notice that I say, how bad did they get beat? Because, number 16 plays number 1 right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
And they played them before in the regular season, and the gridiron was hot and frying sausage that day. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they did some damage to our boys. But what is this? I watched Coin Crew Reverse Proof set opening and saw a comment stating so many others have gotten the Morgan with a chunk taken out of the front of the neck. Anyone see that on their Morgan? That would be interesting.
I don't know. Let's find out.
Oh, we're going to do an unboxing? Oh, there's one. Hey, let me make you large there for a second.
Got one right here. Haven't opened it. So take a quick look. Got the Reverse Proof 2-coin set. Lady Liberty here.
Real big chunk. Man, look how straight that line is, boy.
Oh, I know.
Oh, wow. I got to get me one of those. Gots to get me one of those.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Mm-hmm. Gorgeous. But, I mean, the way it's going right now and the way the secondary market is playing out, I may not be having to spend too much more over the mint price to get one either.
Yeah, average seems to be about 220 or 225.
Mm-hmm. But I shall have one for Zoe's Morgan and Peace Dollar collection.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my bad. I got it.
All right.
Sorry about that. Ooh. The 1975 Washington quarter 90% Dan Carr piece went for 110 bid last night. I was an underbidder. Oh, I know you
Ooh.
were wanting that too,
Yep.
Mr. Palladino. Yep, I knew you were wanting that.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Bert Simmons, good to see you. Hello, someone. I like it. I like it. It's one of the one people, but I still like it for some reason. Someone. So, see, that's like a blanket statement. That could go for anybody, even one of the lurkers, because there's someone too. Even though they're a lurker, but still.
We still
Lurker's
see you.
bad.
We
Yeah,
still see you.
We still see you. I see you in the numbers. We got 30 folks in here. Well, 29
Oh,
it
yeah.
says. So we're
Yeah, so lurkers, make sure to smash that thumbs up.
absolutely. Yeah, see, I apologized Friday to Mr. C. Griller Stacker. Said Tiny the hat must have lost its magic. He's mad at me because the hat the C. Griller Stacker was wearing was that sent to me that I've been wearing forever since I got it. It's been my go-to hat. I mean, it's already formed to my big nutcracker here, but I was wearing it all preseason. And every Wednesday, Griller Stacker would send me the highlights of the game in a video, and we were so jazzed. Well, I was thinking, okay, last season I wore my blue one, the fitted one that says Warriors on it in yellow on the back. So I was like, it's regular season time. Let's break out the good lucky hat. Not so much. Yeah, they're like 8-6 now, or something like that. And
We'll get back there.
yeah, so I apologize to him for not wearing this and ruining the beginning of our season. But as a lot of people know that watch basketball know, the Warriors are always a come from behind team. They're a fourth quarter team for sure. They're a late season team. They always bring it when it's coming down to the top. And the last two championships, they've pretty much been written off mid-season. And then, ta-da, they're the world champions.
There they are.
Again, yeah. So, yeah. See, he's mad at me for the hat. Tiny is on today. Yep, I'm here. I'm good.
He's there.
I have not checked Dynasty, but the Morgan naturally has a notch on the front of the neck. I even moved it for an error. Yep.
Oh, yeah. There is a fold in her neck.
It's not an Adam's apple. Even though, once she got an Adam's apple, no, it's the fold in her neck. She's a chunky lass.
Annie Williams has some meat there.
Yeah. I mean, nothing wrong with that. Hi, how you are? I'm so glad for me to see you. I guarantee. Good morning, Mr. Silvergate.
And good morning, Miss Wendy Lady. Good morning to all.
Good morning. I like how she just changed the name to Wendy.
Mm-hmm.
If folks don't know, this was Wendy's Pocket Change Finds. Very good channel.
Oh, yes.
More beautiful. You're the fisherman, bass man. That's what Silver Gator says. Love the Scent Danceco album video. Thank you, sir. Zoe was on top of her game that day. She was feeling good and wanted to make a video with me. And instead of making a video about those Danceos, you're going to be in it, right? Messing with her because I knew she wasn't feeling all that well.
Mm-hmm.
And then she goes, yeah, I am. I'm like, easy now. So she put me in my place. Mr. Burt Simmons has a question. Has anyone found any of the last two women's quarters yet? I have not found any here in the state of North Carolina. I used to live in North Carolina. Columbia. No, South Carolina. I lived in Charleston, North Carolina.
I have not seen Jovita or Maria. In fact, I sold a bunch of them at the coin show this weekend. So people trying to fill their books.
Nice. Yes, we will get into that here in a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as I can quit running my mouth and catch up. Ditto, Kevin, did you find something at the coin show?
Oh, I found some gems.
Did he ever?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I know someone out there is going to be interested in one of them, but it's mine.
Yeah. Not not
Yep.
pointing anyone out.
SF Kim Rush.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just wish me luck. About to go for a walk with the wifey in NorCal frigid weather. I wish you luck, sir. Bundle up.
What's the temperature out there? Beautiful, sunny, warmer than here, California.
Yeah. Well, hey, Northern California, that does get cool. Especially there off the water. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, here we go. No, I didn't. It was left my gift. Talking about the Tallgrass Prairie. Thank you very much, sir. I seen that this morning. Because I went through them and looked at all of them, but I missed it. But then this morning when I was showing Mr. Kevin, I was like, check these out. Look what teacher did. And then I flipped the last page and there it was. And I was like, oh, if he comes in today, I got to ask him.
Yep.
Found a 1963 D Lincoln Cents with DDO FS 101 in a roll.
Nice.
Scott S. says the reverse proof set is total of the 1.78 ounces. I'm sorry, but for $185 a set, the mint can afford to hire inspectors so that garbage doesn't get sent out. Shake my head, scratch my head. I like it. I agree. They for $185. I mean, I know the mint workers make fairly well money, and as many light bulb. Soapbox time. As many light bulb changers and switch flippers they have at the mint, they can have one person, at least one, that pulls every 7th, 8th, even 20th item off the belt or chain or anvil, the way it looks that they're treating some of these coins, and actually inspect them and say, oh, okay, because a lot of it's automated now, cutting down on actual people that work at the mint.
Mm-hmm.
They could have kept some of them around that actually say, oh yeah, look at this reverse proof, it looks kind of trashy.
Hey, how difficult would it be for them to add a couple of air compressors right at the end, just before the coin goes into the bottom of the capsule, have it hit with a burst of air, put the coin in, hit it again with a burst of air, and put down the top of the capsule?
SF Kim Rush's peace dollars had red thread in them.
Yep. So, I mean, yeah. I know Airtight uses a red package when they have their capsules, but I mean, something tells me Mint's getting them on bulk.
Oh, yeah. Yep. New Miss Canada with Bruce. Good morning, Tiny Bass Man and Kevin. I like it straight to the point. And then he comes back with good morning, all.
And New Miss Canada with Bruce, I am currently watching a lot of videos for trying to increase my education on Canadian coinage, and you've been one of the sources I've been going to a lot of your videos.
Hey,
thank you, sir.
Looky there. He had a video out yesterday, or was it yesterday or this morning? I think it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Maybe day before yesterday. Days are running together.
Mm-hmm.
But he had a good video about some 2023 circulating coinage.
Yeah, the King Charles coins. Yep. Got that one last night, too.
We got... Tiny, will there be a Wednesday morning show this week? You know it. Thank you for asking, though.
Mm-hmm.
Red Silver, 33 watching, only half have hit the like, or have only hit the thumbs up. 32 folks still in here. I know I'm a little bit behind. Matter of fact, like 15 minutes behind. But please hit that thumbs up button. Really appreciate it. And it does more good than what you think.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for the one reverse proof sold on the Raven auction for $230 last night. Nice.
Wow.
Bert Simmons says, Tiny, ask Santa for one for Christmas. Santa doesn't talk to me. Me and him have beef.
Yeah, he's jealous for your beard, man.
That's what it is. Mine's almost as white. And actually, that's the reason that I started growing a beard. Is because I wanted to do Santa Claus.
Mm.
And then, I cut it down to the goatee, and then I went back to the beard. And then now I went back to the goatee, but I have a feeling I haven't shaved in a couple weeks. So, and Zoe likes it when I don't shave anyway. So I may be going back to the beard here pretty soon. Scott S.'s Bears aren't doing very well.
Yeah, that was a game, no doubt. And I'm still wondering if we're in a mirror dimension or anything. I need to start growing the most mustache and beard. Because, we must be in a mirror dimension if the Lions are actually winning.
Really?
Yeah. Mr. Kevin, may I just say, you would look awesome with a beard. Not like big me, my type woolly booger, half shaved Sasquatch beard, but like a thin, trim 1970s style, thin tripped, Hind type beard. You would look good with a beard. I guarantee you would. I know you're not going to do it.
Nope.
But you would, in my opinion. I'm trying to skip ahead here, so if I don't call out your thing, I'm very sorry. Here's a big one. I was blessed to come across an old newspaper clipping from the Korean wartime with my dad in it from history site of Facebook I shared on YouTube. Oh, wow.
Nice. 32 watching with 22 likes. Good morning to the pizza guy. Our things going up. Yeah, now he knows something about thumbs. That man.
Oh yeah.
He lives in a thumb.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
That's right. He lives right there in the thumb of Michigan, doesn't he?
yes, sir.
Good to see a pizza guy. Miss Amy Harrell says the Queen Elizabeth coins came out, and then I think it is her last in King Charles III designs. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Just like they did at the beginning of the year, they did the Britannias, and
Yep.
they did
Where they switched
started
over
with
mid-year.
started with the Queen and then switched over. Yep. Everybody's like, "Hurry up!" And I'm like, nobody said that. Willing to bet Kevin does not even have a tattoo. Actually, he's got a full back piece. Not really. He's got a Korean bodysuit underneath those shirts he wears.
No, I can still be buried in a Jewish cemetery.
Yep.
Granted, that's not where I'm going, but hey.
Where you got the hot feet? What's going on? Hey, we're caught up.
Got up, man.
They reissued the 2022 mint sets with the black rimmed toonie instead of the $50.
Yep.
Very cool. Here, this is a great sentiment right here. Thank you. If you still have your dad, hug him.
Yep. Today is my dad's birthday.
Well, happy birthday.
87 years old.
In 1912.
Yeah.
Because
1872.
Because Bassman's 183 years old. So
that's right. It's hard to figure out how I'm older than my dad.
Yeah, his dad is Methuselah.
I know the older I got, the harder it was for my mother to convince people she was 29.
Why is that always the number? Because I guess it's right before 30. They don't want to turn 30.
30, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, see, I'm 29 again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Laura's 29.95. That's what I mean.
Now, come on. You're 29 or 2 for 50.
Mm-hmm. I told her, I don't know if I should say this or not. I might get hit. I told her when she turned 40, I was going to trade her in for 2 20s. She said, "You can't."
I can hear that. I can hear that back scratcher coming.
Yeah, she said, you can't keep up with me walking down the hallway. How are you going to keep up with 2 20-year-olds? I was like,
yeah,
that's true. That's why she's still around. Hello. I need to step out for just a second here, fellas.
All right. The pizza guy recognized my reference. Anybody who's in the Detroit area back in the 70s and 80s, you recognize the Mr. Allen's pitch of 29 or 2 for 50. Yes, Mr. Allen's.
Nice. Now, clue us in. Who's Mr. Allen's?
It was a clothing store in the Detroit area in the 70s, 80s, and early 90s.
Oh, okay.
And they were always selling their tennis shoes 29 or 2 for 50.
Nice. 29 or 2 for 50.
Yep, it's the Allens.
Like 29 for the right and 29 for the left, or the whole pair for 29?
29 for a pair.
29 for a pair.
Get the second pair for 50.
My buddy, the one that is letting us live on his property, or letting us stay at one of his rental properties, is he's only got one leg. He lost it in coincidentally enough, while he was doing construction. He fell off some scaffolding. He fell like 32 feet or 33 feet or something like that, and landed on his left leg, on his foot. So it literally jammed. Shattered. Yeah, it jammed his foot up into his shin. And they done like 6 surgeries and tried to save it and everything. And then finally he just said, "The hell with it, cut the damn thing off." So, so they took it, and he says, "I need to find somebody that wears a size 15 and is missing the right leg. So we can get together every year and buy a pair of shoes."
Yep. Hey, that's the way to do it.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, my dad fell about 30 feet. They were, now you would think they had beams, I-beams, set into concrete, sticking up. They went up the ladder, holding leaning against an I-beam. He reached around and grabbed the I-beam and pulled on it, and you would not think an I-beam would twist, but it turned.
Whoa.
They were light enough metal that it turned and dropped him off the ladder.
Whoa.
Oh.
The problem was, the only reason he's still alive is as his head came down to the concrete, his back of his shoulders hit the concrete and his head went over the edge.
Oh.
And so it didn't hit the ground, didn't hit the concrete.
Whoa.
Broke his back in 2 places, but it didn't smash his head hitting the concrete.
That doesn't seem like a win to me.
No.
Anyway, you cut.
No,
he's so lucky that he only landed on his back.
Yeah.
No, he landed somewhere from falling 30 feet. That's not.
And like I said, though, it was an I-beam, big red colored. I mean, not that makes any difference what color it was. He had these big red I-beams, and he reached around and grabbed it to hold on to it. And when he did, it spun around, started twisting, and it threw him back. And they got down. They thought he was going to be dead after he hit the ground because they thought he hit on his head. But he missed it.
Still, that's bad enough. Wow.
Missed the side of the concrete and broke his back in 2 places. That man's had some serious problems. He had a tractor turn over on him, and the way it turned over, the wheel landed on top of him, the back wheel of the tractor. It was still in gear. So if he tried to move to get the tractor off of him, the wheel would start turning and rubbing him. And so he had to lay under the tractor for an hour and a half, 2 hours. A guy driving by with his window down and his radio blaring heard my dad yell for help and stopped and backed up and saw him sitting up there on the tractor. Saw the tractor turned over and went up there and got it off of him. He had to wait for the tractor to run out of gas for the wheel to stop turning on him.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. That's horrible. I think I've told this story before, but I'll go ahead and tell it again like I do most of my stories. But when I worked in the coal mines, I got on a piece of equipment called a scoop. What a scoop is, it's like an end loader or a bobcat or something like that. Everybody knows what a bobcat is. It's got the little bucket on it that picks stuff up. Anyway, a scoop is like, imagine a bobcat squashed down flat and elongated, and the bucket comes from the little triangle thing to a long triangle thing. And that's what goes in after they get the coal out of the mountain. That's what goes in and cleans up so the people can go in there and start bolting up the roof. And well, they bolt up the roof and then the scoop comes in so people can go in there and start doing other work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was on the scoop, and the scoop had a bad, and they're all electric because, you can't use gas powered or diesel powered stuff underground. Well, they're electric and they got big battery banks. The battery banks weigh like 1,000 pounds, and they're just individual batteries in series in there. Well, it had a bad habit of the breaker kicking. Well, you got to lean up and reach out and pull the breaker to get it to start up. Well, for some reason, they just let it go and let it go, let it go. So they figured, if you can pull the breaker and it starts working again, we're not going to take it out of service just to fix that breaker. Lucky me, the breaker goes bad while I'm running the piece of equipment. I went up in there, it went right up in the heading as soon as the roof bolters got done. So the miner comes out, the roof bolters go in and start bolting up the roof so, the top of the mountain doesn't come down on you. And I went in there and started cleaning up. The breaker goes bad. I'm sitting there. Well, the coal is so low, the coal was like 38, 39 inches high. The piece of equipment is only like 32 inches high. So imagine my big rear end sitting like this, running this equipment. This is how you run it. Go back and forth, and then you've got your levers over here for running the bucket up and down. Well, I have to climb out of it backwards to get out onto the ground, and I start belly crawling up between the side of the entry and the machine. Well, what they call the rib, or the side where we had just cut out, rolls in on me, and I'm covered up from head to toe with coal. Can't move. I'm trapped. I was trapped for a little over 8 hours. Nobody knew where I was. Nobody. Okay. I went into work with a team of guys. That team did not check and make sure that everybody was there on the way out of work that day. The next crew came in. Where's the scoop?
Yeah, I was going to say, did they start looking for the scoop?
They started looking for the scoop. They went and they found the scoop. They found my big rear end. It was hard to breathe. I'm inhaling coal dust. I had already took the lid off my lunchbox, got my pencil out of my lunchbox, and was writing a letter to my family.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I'm getting kind of...
Yeah.
But every one of those guys got a piece of my mind. And, I said, I thought I was a big part of this team, of this crew. I thought, we all had each other's backs. And I said, and now I know that none of you have mine. I said, I still have yours, but none of you had mine that day because, it was 10-hour shifts. 2 hours into the shift, I got covered up for 8 hours. Nobody come looking for me.
Mm.
I mean, I understand that I was supposed to be off doing my own job, running the scoop and cleaning out places. But hey, where's Tiny? None of that during the day. Lunchtime, nobody looked for me. Breaks, nobody looked for me. When they needed something heavy picked up, nobody come looking for me because I was the guy. If I could get my arms around it, I could pick it up pretty much. You know what I mean? So nobody come looking for me. Nobody came looking for the scoop until the second shift came, or first shift come in looking for the scoop to go back and clean up a place that they had mined so they could get everybody else in there to work. So if it wasn't for them needing the scoop, I probably would have expired that day. Because it was, I mean, just imagine somebody taking thousands of pounds of rock and laying on you. And the only thing that saved me, I think, is where the side of that machine and the ground meet. This is where I was crawling. Right in that area where the ground meets the machine, this is where I was crawling. And when that rock came in, it left that little gap where I was. I mean, I was covered from head to foot. Top to bottom, I was covered up. Couldn't see nothing. The only thing was I heard guys coming, but was so weak from yelling the whole entire time. The only thing I can do whenever they hooked on to the back of the scoop and was getting ready to pull it out, the only thing I could do was take my channel locks, because this arm was trapped, was take my channel locks and start hitting the bottom of the machine. Tink, 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 tink. Couldn't yell. I was hoarse. I mean, just... It was bad. Scared me to death. And I was, yeah.
Oh,
what
man.
What did I do with that lunchbox? I kept that note in the lid of my lunchbox, and I'll never tell anybody what I put on the inside of that box. Inside the lid of that box. I mean, you could barely read it anyway because I was writing it with my left hand. But the lunchbox was right here in front of me, and I had it with my left because I was crawling with it, pushing it along. But yeah, it was bad. I thought I was done that day. And this is before I'd met Laura and had Zoe and everything. This was after my first marriage. And I thought it was going to be fun married to a crazy chick. It was for about a year. And then after that, but it was bad that day. It scared me.
But no,
I'll
man.
tell you one thing.
Yeah.
I never rode that. I never drove that scoop again.
Don't blame you.
Never drove that scoop again. It took me forever to even go up in where, because see, they call it a heading. Like if you look at plans of a coal mine, they go in and dig out, and then they leave a block to keep the mountain held up, and it looks like a waffle pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they dig here, come out, go in a roof bolt it, and then clean it out, and then they come over here to the next one and drive it up to meet that one, and then they just go across the plan, however many headings you're going to have, and just go back and forth and stagger them. You know what I mean? And yeah, it was horrible. I mean, I could hear machinery going on right next to me in the next heading, and they can't hear me because that stuff is forever loud.
Mm-hmm.
And it was nightmare.
Damn.
Anyway,
man.
sorry. So the reverse proof coins didn't become available this morning.
On another note,
maybe God had a little bit to do with it. I wouldn't doubt it. I don't know why they were looking out for me, but somebody was looking out for me that day.
mm-hmm.
You know what Sheldon says? Chicks all be crazy.
Look out, here comes the...
Hi, honey. Love you. Beautiful.
Look out.
Scratcher.
I don't know what you did, but I'm sure you deserve that.
I saw it.
Get him, Ozzy.
But he ain't getting nothing. He's vegetating over here. Oh, he's such a good boy. Sorry, I run my mouth too much. Let's see some of that stuff you picked up at the
All right,
show.
man. Let's see here. Let's go to a coin cam.
Wait a minute. To see Mr. Connor married to Mrs. Bundy. Strange. What?
You don't know.
It's me, Effie.
Yes. I like this one. God had plans for you, Tiny. Your reward is Laura and Zoe and Zach. And yes, absolutely. I like to see Griller. Thank you.
So Dennis D wants to see some Liberty seated, huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
And I just removed you from the stream instead of going to solo layout.
Turned him off.
Sorry, Mr. I didn't kick him off the stream. He's done. He's out of here. He'll be gone by Thanksgiving.
Liberty seated. Here's a nice one.
Ooh. I'm looking at that XF Plus, and I'm like, yeah, that Plus is awfully big.
Yep. 1875 Philadelphia. Is one of those 20-cent pieces.
Look at the condition on them drumsticks and them chest feathers. That goose is
I know.
definitely not plucked.
You can tell. You can see there's a rub there on its knees, but yeah.
That goose has definitely not been plucked.
Oh, see,
And
Griller.
on the 20 center.
That's not the 20 center you want.
No, I was going to say that's not the best one.
That's not the one.
This is the 20 center you want. $1876 Philadelphia. The second year of the 20-cent piece, they only made about 14,000 of this coin, and they figure only about half survived the melts.
Whoa.
So yeah, there's about 7,000 of this coin remaining.
And there's only about 2,000 of them pretty much available. And there's one of them.
Yep. Well, it was available up until yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, that's what I meant.
Mm-hmm. Here's another Liberty seated. Got an 1855 half dollar.
Still read the Liberty. Drapery still. Look at that. Man. Look at the size of that O.
Oh, yeah.
See, they couldn't put that on one of the big dollars. They just had to, use the Merc dimes.
And you know what? This isn't even the biggest seated Liberty I was able to find this weekend. Because guess what I was able to find? Seated Liberty dollar. Yeah, these don't come up too often.
Wow. Still gorgeous detail on it.
Oh, yeah. It's got a couple of rim hits, but I mean,
I was distracted by all the featherage, not to even look at the rim hits. I mean,
yeah. But I mean, for 152 years old, yeah,
beautiful.
It's striking.
$1.
Yeah.
That's when they decided, hey, there's not going to be enough room to put $1 on there. Let's just put $1, period.
Some people like the Carson Cities.
How about some rim tonnage for you?
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. Proof like luster.
Mm-hmm.
Feathers.
Oh, yeah. Tips. Arrows. Gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. Got some capped busted halves too.
1829.7.
Yeah, thing is, there's a lot of times with these where they were reusing the dies. So
Mm-hmm.
if we go under the coin microscope, we might be able to see a little bit of remnants of a 7.
Is Mikey the microscope going to work? Hey,
Yeah.
he is.
He hadn't disappeared.
Oh, yeah.
you
Look
see-
right down there in the crook of the
Yep.
9.
Yep, bottom of the 9. You can see that 7 down there. That posted the 7.
What's
So,
that
yep.
at the bottom of the tube?
Oh,
On
that
the
looks
right?
doubled also. Yeah, that looks doubled also.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
on the bottom right of the 2 there.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Almost looks like a reverse serif going down through there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Eagle got a long tongue.
Going after that worm.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
he's an
yeah.
eagle. He's not going after worms. He's going after small woodland creatures.
Mm-hmm. And then let me see here. This is the. We'll end on this one.
Oh, yeah. Wait till you guys see this.
Laura, turn
You
your
look
head.
at it, 1864 Indian head, but you're looking at you're kind of distracted by the coloring and stuff on there and the
Oh, yeah, it's a
beautiful
nice wood
details.
grain. Nice
Yeah.
woody Indian head scent.
Just wait.
Yeah. Check this one out under the microscope.
Looky there.
Got a little crack right down through the middle of the 6.
A little bit of
Yep.
extra material.
Yeah. And come up here and dead center of the screen, you can actually see that L.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody always asks, where is it at? There she be.
Right in front of the bottom
Yeah.
feather.
Right there by the feather.
And okay, we're moving up. We're moving up. Right around that temple area, you see a little bit more of the crack.
Yeah.
Also
going
there
up
in
to
between the
front.
feathers.
Yeah, and right out
That
And
coin.
going all the way through to noon.
That coin is cut and broke straight up through the center of it.
Yep.
That's gorgeous.
And actually,
What?
when you look at it in hand, no, this is a bronze. The L was in bronze. So
What made the L? Do they know?
the L, which is in the center of the screen right now,
Yeah.
it is the initial for the maker.
Oh, okay.
Longacre was his name.
Oh, okay.
And the thing is, if you look at this in hand, and I'm going to see if rotating it gets us some light that will show this. But right underneath the bust, if you're looking at it in hand, you start to see some streaking coming down. And it's not going to pick it up.
See something about the cheek there on the back of the cheek.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a die clash on that one?
But pretty much right underneath the and I wish I had a pointer that I could get under there with. But underneath the bust, actually I can see a couple of the bars here, straight above the 8, right on the bust of the Indian. There are some streaks coming down from it. Those are actually the bars from the other side. Those are actually those bars from the shield.
Yeah.
Nice.
And you can tell that this is you can see where the reverse hit on the obverse and cracked the die down the middle.
Wow.
But no, yeah, this one. This is all kinds of pretty.
Yeah.
John
Yep.
Jacobs, good to see you, JJ.
AJ. Yep. Bisecting die break, die chips. Yep.
Yeah. Tell him it's machine doubling, Tony.
Oh, none there. That's damage for sure, though. Bassman hates it when I say machine doubling and damage. Post-mint damage.
Yep.
No, it's not. I'm never going to have any good coins if you keep saying that.
I don't care what it is. He tells me it's machine doubling.
Yep. There's a lot, especially the modern coinage we're looking at, man. It's eat up with them.
Yeah. I mean, those new women's quarters.
Oh, yeah. The Bessie Colemans.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 had machine doubling on the date and In God We Trust.
Oh, wow.
The In God We Trust is every coin I looked at had machine doubling.
See, Griller Stacker. I don't think it's the Indian it's cracked up to be.
That's a good one.
Oh, it's cracked up, all right.
Yeah.
Speaking of jokes, I got a couple bad dad jokes. Here you go, Mr. Kevin. I've already, put this horribleness out there on Bassman. What do you call a spider with 10 eyes? Spider. Tell him, Bassman, what do you call a fish with no eyes?
I knew that one.
Hey, do you guys know why a pirate is called a pirate? They just are.
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough of my horrible
and with
dad
that, I'm spent.
Yeah, that's enough of my horrible dad jokes.
Do you believe that it's been an hour already?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I run my mouth too much.
Hey,
Yep.
we got Bo Palmer, Coin Hunter. Damn good to see you.
Damn good to see you. Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, sorry to have the show and tell and run, but maybe a couple of those items are going to be in our auction this Wednesday. Maybe, possibly.
Nice.
So I'm going to be starting up the list here shortly, and I'm still getting stuff put together. I've been out at coin shows pretty much solid for the last 2 weekends, and this week is a whirlwind. So we are going to see what we can find, see what we can get out there for you guys.
Nice.
I want to thank Tiny and Bassman for having me up here today. Always a pleasure to see you guys. Always a pleasure to show you guys what I get during the weekends. Also, want to thank each and every one of you for coming on out here today. Hey, you're the reason why we're here, and we love doing it. Yep. But for now, I'm Kevin with Coins Making Sense, your spot for the dissemination of information to the numismatic nation. Thank you very much, everybody, and have a good week. Bye.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We really enjoy it.
Oh, yeah. We always enjoy your information, your knowledge about the numismatics and everything else you bring to the table, Mr. Kevin. So no need to thank us for being here. We
get to see coins show coins that we wouldn't get to see otherwise.
Absolutely. Didn't think of it. Didn't even think of that, Bassman. Awesome.
Yeah, we're blessed with getting to see some coins like that. You don't usually see them. You don't get to usually see that many. I don't get to go to any coin shows at all down here, so I've heard there are some, but I don't get to go to them down here. But anyway, y'all come back. We'll see y'all Wednesday. We're going to have a review for the auction. I'll get a letter out with the list in it, and Y'all come back Wednesday and see us. Wishing I was fishing. Bye.
Just like that, folks. They both alluded to Wednesday's auction. In case you didn't know, Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, over on Mr. Kevin's, that's Coins Making Sense channel, we do have an auction. Like I said, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We have 12 amazing items, and usually takes us right around an hour to get them all done. So if you want to bid early, get there early. You guys have a good day. I've seen a couple Zoe Strongs in there. Absolutely. I love each and every one of you, and I hope this finds you guys safe and healthy. And you guys do not forget to check that pocket change, because you never know what you got in your pocket. See you later.